and welcome to today's SRT webinar on community colleges in USA. My name is Katerina, and I have the pleasure to present you our lovely speakers today. Marta Carranza from Education USA. Marta will be also our moderator for this session. Michelle Takashi, Colleges of Contra Costa. Talia Saplat from Claudia Ortiz from Mass Bay Community College. Hello, ladies.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Good. Excited.
Thank you for it. So this webinar will continue approximately 1 hour, and after the presentations, we will have a question and answer session. Then you will be able to ask all the questions you might have. So please listen carefully and write down all of your questions in the chat. You can find the chat on the right side of your screen. Tell us as well, where are you joining us from today? How's the weather? And what's the time? So I'm very proud to pass the word to Marta from Education USA. Good luck. Enjoy, everyone.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for the invitation to participate in this event. My name is Marta Carranza, and I work for Education USA in El Salvador. We're going to talk about community colleges this afternoon, and the first question in my slide is, what is a community college? You might not be familiar with what a community college is, so I'm going to explain a little bit. Well, a community college is a higher education institution that offers technical and vocational programs. They cooperate closely with the community, so they offer these programs to provide students with specific skills that will make them successful when joining the workforce. And they also provide 2-year programs that are called associates, Associate of Arts and Associate of Science programs, with the possibility of transferring after the completion of an associate to a college or university and finish a bachelor's program there. So this is basically what a community college is. And what are the advantages of studying at a community college? Well, first of all of them welcome international students, and they are a pathway to enter the higher education system in the US. After completion of your first 2 years at the community college, you are better prepared students. If you're going to transfer to the university, you will be more prepared than if you go directly into a college or university. They provide high quality education for a lower cost. This is a great opportunity, an outstanding opportunity to cut costs, especially the cost of a bachelor's degree. They have smaller classes. They have great facilities such as laboratories, and their faculty are more engaged with their students. They are focused on teaching, not on researching, so they are very close to it's almost one-on-one, I would say, attention. They offer the support services for international students. It is not that easy to adjust to a new system in a foreign country. So they offer these services like tutors, a writing center. For example, if you have to write an essay or a report for your class and you're not used to doing that in your own language, then they offer this service to you. There is a writing center where you can go and ask for assistance. They also offer clubs and associations. There is a club and association for everyone. It's a good opportunity to socialize and to establish those ties that, who knows, maybe in the future they will be important to you, more important than you think. They also offer career and they also have career and transfer counselors. The career counselor advice advises you on the credits you should complete before transferring. Okay, to make sure that when you transfer to a college or university, all your credits are complete and you don't have to take them at a college at a higher cost. There is another thing which is very important is the optional practical training that is available after the completion of the first 2 years or after the associate degree. This is an opportunity for you to put into practice what you learn at the college. And if you are transferring, you will have the opportunity of have two OPT, one after finishing the first 2 years and one after the completion of the bachelor's program at the university. So returning to your country with all that knowledge, with all those studies, plus 2 years of practical training, that will open for sure many doors when you come back. It will be easier for you to get a job when you come back to your country. Well, as I said before, it's an opportunity to earn credits, transfer, and obtain a bachelor's degree at a college or university. Most community colleges have articulation agreements with colleges and universities in their area, and that that facilitates the process. In some community colleges, for example, they have agreements with universities to transfer, and without having the students be in the waiting list, they transfer directly. But for that, it is important that you do your research and see what university or college the community college has transfer agreements with, so that you make sure that that transfer is going to be smooth. They don't require ACT or SAT tests as colleges or universities for admissions. They do require TOEFL scores, which are lower than at the ones required at a college or university. And some community colleges don't even require the TOEFL. They have their own test. So it depends on the college. That's something you have to find out. They offer credential and specialized programs, as I said, training programs, vocational programs that fit the needs of the communities. That is called workforce development. They contribute to the community. And I'm convinced that, for example, in my country, in El Salvador, for example, I think that not everybody has to be a licenciado or an engineer. You can have a technical degree and get a very good job and very, very well paid, because our community colleges here are not as diverse as the community colleges in the US. I'm going to talk about the initiatives in the region. In El Salvador, for example, we have this scholarship program called Salvadoran American Scholarship Program. And through Education USA, we help Universidad Don Bosco and Indian Hills Community College in Iowa to send students from their aircraft maintenance programs to finish the associate program in Indian Hills Community College. We have also helped ITCA, this is a technical school in El Salvador, to have programs with Northampton Community College, but this program is only for cultural immersion. The Salvadoran Scholarship Program was created by the American Embassy in El Salvador in 2013, and under this umbrella of the program, we have different formats, and community colleges have been a very important part of the program and have benefited many Salvadoran students. In Costa Rica, for example, there is this opportunity program. The opportunity program is a Department of State program, and the opportunity program covers the upfront costs. And through agreements with community colleges, they offer in-state tuition to the opportunity program students. That makes it easier for them to go and study at a community college. And in the Caribbean and Mexico, there are initiatives to study abroad for community college students to come to Mexico and the Caribbean or the region through international partnerships. So these are some of the initiatives. I'm sure there must be some other, but I'm talking about some of them. I'm going to talk about what Education USA is. Education USA is the official source of information for higher education in the US. We are more than 430 offices in 180 countries. We are everywhere. And we offer free guided advice to students interested in studying in the US. We also offer free professional development programs for high school counselors and support local and American institutions in building capacity and partnerships. As I mentioned before, through agreements with local universities and community college, we have been able to send Salvadoran students, Costa Rican students, students from the Caribbean, and students from Mexico to do some programs at community college in the US. There below is our website in case you need um, some information. That's the official website. If you don't know or if you're not familiar with your Education USA advising office in your country, then you can go to the website and find the nearest Education USA advising office in your country. So now I'm going to pass the microphone to Michelle, who's going to continue to talk about community colleges. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Marta, for this very nice introduction. Hi, everyone, and for all of you joining us who would like to attend college in the United States and have a great time, welcome to the colleges of Contra Costa. So we are like a family composed of 3 colleges: Contra Costa College, Diablo Valley College, and Los Medanos College. Our colleges enroll nearly 1,000 international students coming from over 65 countries. Now, let's take a quick look at our location. We are located in the San Francisco Bay Area, and our colleges are really close, approximately 55 kilometers away to San Francisco. And it's also important to mention that our 3 campuses, they really have easy access to the public transportation system BART, which makes it very convenient for international students to get into San Francisco International Airport SFO. And because of our very, very nice weather, students really get to enjoy 7 months of sunshine, and our raining season is very short. And just only about 3 hours away from us, they can reach the Lake Tahoe and practice snowboarding. Students love it. It's fun. It's really nice and fun because we get like 10 meters of snow every year. So this slide really shows us in terms of cost savings. And it's important to notice, as mentioned by Marta, how really is involved of cost savings is involved here in terms of if students start their freshman, sophomore year at one of our colleges, and then in the end, by the time they get the bachelor's degree, they're really saving a lot of money. And this money could be invested maybe in the future for a master's degree or any other program in the future. So now let's take a quick look individually and one by one. And just to illustrate it better, I like to compare these as the 3 flavors of an ice cream: chocolate, vanilla, and strawberry. So let's take a quick look at why choose CCC, Contra Costa College. They offer more like an urban lifestyle. It is the closest to San Francisco. It is also culturally diverse, and they have a very small average class size of 24 students. And that is really important for international students when they are new and adjusting to the culture, because they get a chance to have a more like a closer engagement with their instructors. Now, this is a picture of DVC, Diablo Valley College. and they are more like a suburban in comparison to the previous college. They have over 70 clubs and organizations. Also, they are the one that have the largest population among international students, and they're proud to be themselves as transfer number 1 to 4-year institutions among California community colleges. Now, this is Los Medanos College, our newest campus in comparison to the 3-1, and they are also like suburban. And they have this very global mentor program for international students that is really nice. Is that when they get into campus, they're kind of like lost. So the global mentor program really helps students to adjust and settle down. Also, one of the things that is really special about Los Medanos is that they offer honors program with 10 partners, including UCLA. As soon as admission requirements is concerned, we have a very simplified process, application process. Really, there is no need to submit SAT or ACT scores. Also, for all the international students taking English curriculum, it is not needed to submit a TOEFL score. So it's pretty straightforward. And also we offer different intakes, like different start date options. So in case that students worry about missing the deadlines, they have really more options. And also we offer the bridge in between the two main start options intakes because it's very easy for international students when they want to transition. So especially for Latin American students, I feel like it's really important for them to have kind of like a test drive before they get into college. And this is a very, very good option. So now let's take a look at these options and let's see what are the majors they can explore. Students can explore over 125 degrees programs of study. And those are listed like as the most popular majors among international students, which will be business, computer science, engineering, biology, and psychology. But it's very important to mention that for international students, really, it doesn't really matter which major they are going to choose or if they are undecided, because it's very common that by the time we get in college, we really don't know which major we're going to choose. So then they have this many options, and then at the community college, they are really going to have advisors who are going to help them to make sure they are on the right track. So I know that students, they love asking about what type of apartments they will have. So they have the options to choose apartments. They are off campus. And it's important also to mention that we work with forstay.com, which is very similar to what you know as Airbnb. Very simple. Students what they do, they search, they match, and they move in. And they can choose an apartment that has the better fit, or they can choose to stay with a host family. And I like that option for students who really are new and need the adjustment, because they can really get the very good immersion in the culture, and especially for the first 2 months when they're still not used to the environment. So that's a very good option for them. So here, as you can see, we have this University of California and Cal State system and the tags. And this slide is really nice because it shows that community colleges really offer priority in terms of admissions to those institutions. And the tags, they stand for Transfer Admission Guaranteed, in which, with except to 3 of the UCs, which would be Berkeley, UCLA, and San Diego, the students are really guaranteed, as long as they progress, they are guaranteed admissions to the other UCs. So to finish this presentation, I'd like to share this slide, which really gives us a really good view of where our students normally transfer to. You can see that they go to the UC system or the Cal State system. But also, it is very curious and interesting to note that 10% of our students, they end up really transferring outside California. And I can give myself as an example because I started my education, my first 2 years in a community college system, and then I transferred to the University of Miami in Coral Gables, Florida, to finish my bachelor's degree. So this is pretty much an overview of what I have to share here with you. And now I would like to say thank you, and I would like to welcome my colleague Talia Saplat from Edmonds College, who will continue with this presentation. Thank you.
My name is Fiona from Costa Rica. I was really close to my family, and once I came here, I felt lost. I was alone and so overwhelmed. But having an academic experience like this one, it's really rewarding, I think. Not only in the academic way, but also in your personal experience. We have a lot of support. I keep in touch a lot with my advisors, and they're so supportive. And I really appreciate that. They care about the student, and they know how hard it is. For me, Edmonds means getting out of my comfort zone. Sharing your culture, your experiences with others can open your eyes and just remind you that you are not alone.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to our presentation. My name is Talia, and I represent Edmonds College, which is located in Washington State on the west side of America, right outside of the city of Seattle. So welcome. I think one of the things I would like to say before I continue with the presentation is that you will get a great experience starting in a community college system, and you will get a lot out of the community college system based on how much you put into it. So you definitely want to embrace the opportunity that you have while you are studying in the college system. So Edmonds is located about 25 minutes north of downtown Seattle in the suburb of Linwood. We are also located just 2 hours by airplane to California. So if you want to go for a weekend or a holiday, it's very convenient. We're also located very close to Vancouver, British Columbia, to Canada. So from my school, you can drive 2 hours on the highway and you will be in another country. A little bit about the Seattle area. We are a very culturally diverse, very ethnically diverse city and actually state. We are very well known for Amazon, Microsoft, Boeing. If you're interested in doing activities outdoors, there's a lot of hiking and biking and boating. In addition to that, we offer a lot of our arts and culture. We have great museums, we have music concerts, and Seattle is considered one of the top cities in the United States to do a startup business. And so there's quite a bit of opportunity here. The college is located again in the city of Linwood, and we are surrounded by many different restaurants and shops. It's very convenient to get around. You do not need a car. You can take the bus, you can ride your bicycle, or you can walk. Washington State is very well known for our parks. And so we have over 150 parks just in the city of Seattle alone. So it's very important as an international student when you come to the United States that you make a strong connection and an ongoing relationship with the Office of International Student Services or international programs. It depends on what they call it on your campus. At my campus, we have multilingual staff. We have staff that speak Asian, Spanish, some other European languages. And everyone that works in our office has either lived or is from outside of the United States, and many of us have also studied in another country. So we have a really good idea of what it takes to support someone coming from another country. Oftentimes, you may be the only person from your country studying at the college, and so we do everything we can to help you feel welcomed. A very important thing is academic advising. So why study in a community college? Why study in Edmonds? First of all, our class sizes are very small. They're very interactive. We have approximately 20 students in the class. So the professor will give you one-on-one attention. They'll know your name. They'll know a little bit about you. They'll know what country you're from. You can study in the day, you can study at night, and you can study online. We have a very flexible open admissions process. What that means is that in Washington State, we are a quarter system, not semester. So every 3 months, you will change courses. You can start in September, you can start in January, you can start in April, and you can also start in July. At Edmonds, you need to be a minimum of 16 years old to attend our school. You can have a high school diploma when you come, or you can come without a high school diploma, because we have a very unique program called High School to University. It's a program which allows you to receive credit from the courses you studied in your high school towards a U.S. high school diploma. We don't require TOEFL, IELTS, SAT, ACT, Duolingo, none of those to be accepted to the college. If you have a TOEFL or if you have an IELTS, those scores are just used to place you in English classes. If you come to the college without any English proficiency tests, not a problem, because you will be given an English placement test just to determine what subject you go into, what level of English you go into. So all of our services are free. Academic advising, we do academic advising for students who want a 6-month certificate, a 9-month certificate, a 2-year technical degree. You had heard from our Education USA representative, Marta, that students can come to community college and go directly to work, or students can come to community college and transfer to a university. So typically, majority of the students that come to Edmonds come for what we call the transfer program. So you do 2 years at Edmonds, which is your first and second year of university, and then you do your third and fourth year at any university in the United States and any university that is outside of the country. The most important thing is that you work with our academic advisors to be sure that you pick the appropriate subjects to transfer to the United States. So one really nice thing about starting your bachelor's degree in a community college is, you know, like my colleague Michelle, she went to a community college in one state and then she went to university in a different state. So if you come to Seattle, you can study community college, then you can go to university in California, Florida, New York, my hometown, Hawaii, if you like. So it's really up to you. Excuse me. And then again, you know, just to talk about the affordability of community college. Community college is oftentimes 50 to 60% lower than starting in the university. So for Edmonds, for 1 year, which is 9 months, you can cover your tuition, your books, your supplies, health insurance, your housing, all for approximately $19,500 US. You don't pay all of that at one time. You pay every 3 months when you register. We also have public universities. So as an example, it's about $60,000. Or if you go to a private university, it can average $65,000 US and up. So you can save a lot of money, get a great education, and also get a lot of support in that process. Community colleges are set up so that you can study any major. You take your general education requirements, you take some major subjects with the community college, and then you work very closely with your academic advisor, so you transfer all or most of your credits to the university of your choice. One thing you need to keep in mind is that in America, we have over 4,000 plus universities, and all of those universities don't necessarily offer the same kinds of major. So if you're interested in, let's say, robotics, not all universities have robotics. If you want nanotechnology or cybersecurity. So the key thing, again, is to work with your academic advisor at your community college. Like many of the community colleges in the country, we have a lot of guarantee and conditional admissions requirements with many different universities. 2 times a year, we will host what we call a university transfer fair on our campus, where we invite approximately 80 to 90 universities from all over the United States so that you can meet with them one-on-one. You can ask them about their campus, their location, their programs, etc. Again, you can study most anything starting in the community college system. There are hundreds of different types of degrees that you can study. At Edmonds, majority of our international students, we have over 1,200, come to transfer to the university. So they do 2 years at Edmonds, and then they do 2 years in the university of their choice in America, in Canada, in Europe, and some have even transferred back to their countries in Asia. 100% of our students who graduate are offered university transfer, acceptance. The average GPA, grade point average at Edmonds, is 3.8 out of 4. Majority of students who come to Edmonds like to study in the science, technology, engineering, mathematics fields, as well as in the humanities, in arts, in music, in psychology. The next couple slides just show you that our students have transferred to over 200 universities in the United States, as well as outside of the United States. So our high school to university program, again, it's for students who would like to get a U.S. high school diploma. You must be 16 and over. And there is a flyer that is available for you that will give you more information about this program as well as the other programs. If you want to study English in the United States, we also have English as a second language. I encourage you to study as much English in your home country so that when you come to America, you can save time and you can save money. Edmonds is a unique community college. We offer 2 bachelor's degree programs, but most of the bachelor's degrees are offered at the 4-year universities or colleges. Again, you can study a professional technical degree like culinary arts, horticulture, business management, and many, many more. We are very happy because we have housing on our campus, which means we have a housing department. We have 2 dormitories, and we also have host families. The most economical, living situation is with host families. Our dormitories, you can have a private room. You can share with 1 person, 2 people, or 3 people. Again, everybody has their own room. We have a brand new dormitory opening up in August. Just very quickly, like universities, we are smaller in size, but we have laboratories, sports teams, clubs, computer labs. So it's really important for students to study, number 1, but it's also very critical that you get involved in extracurricular activities. Because when you apply for universities and we assist you with that application process, they want to know all about you. They do a comprehensive review. They don't just look at your grades. We offer scholarships for international students. We have a brand new science, technology, engineering building that will be opening up this August, so we're very excited about it. It's very easy to apply. And with that, I'd like to say thank you for your time and introduce my colleague from Mass Bay College, Claudia Ortiz.
Mass Bay is a college where you can really get access to great facilities and great professors. It launches you onto the next phase, whether it's your career or whether it's going on to a 4-year college.
I love Mass Bay because in all aspects of my life here, I've been able to find a place of support, whether that be faculty, staff, or students.
I was always the shy kid in the back, and because I was able to enter in so many clubs, I was able to come out of my shell.
Mass Bay has not only given me the opportunity to become a better student, but a better person as well, giving me all of the resources I need to succeed both academically and personally.
What I've been most surprised about is how passionate students are to fulfill their dreams. They come here looking for the way forward. We are here to support them as they find that way.
When I was in high school, I never would have thought that it'd be possible for me to go to a university like Boston University. But next semester, I'm off to chase my dreams there after only a couple short years at Mass Bay.
Before Mass Bay, I was just a high school graduate, and now I have an associate's degree in science, and I'm doing a clinical rotation in a hospital. Without Mass Bay, I wouldn't have found that that was the career for me.
When I came here with no money. I was not working, and I was giving a scholarship, and since then I've had people to push me to be successful in the future.
People should consider Mass Bay because of the professors. You develop such a rapport with them that it makes you commit more fully to your coursework.
All of my teachers here are willing to open up their doors for me and give me individualized attention whenever I need it.
My learning style was very different, transitioning from active duty service to just a regular classroom setting, and my professors made that very easy for me.
Our students are just out of sight. They come from so many different journeys that they keep me motivated.
Students want to spend time here, they want to hang out, they find it to be like a second home, sort of like a family.
Being an international student, I almost feel home staying at Mass Bay.
Mass Bay has given me family, it's given me support.
There's so many people here who are trying to get a leg up in life. It's just so easy to feed off of that. It's inspiring.
To watch the students discover and learn who they are themselves is priceless.
You start here and you find you can't stop, and then the next thing you know, you're off to a bachelor's degree and a PhD, and it's more fun than you know.
Think opportunity.
Think excellence.
Think Mass Bay.
Hi everyone, thank you for joining this presentation. My name is Claudia Ortiz. I'm the Assistant Director of International Admissions at Mass Bay Community College. I'm here today to tell you why international students choose to come to Mass Bay. First, we are so delighted that Mass Bay has been recognized as #1 community college in Massachusetts and #2 in New England. And this is based on the earned salaries in the workforce and the transfer rates of our students. Second, I know that location is very important for our international students, and we are located 10 miles from Boston. It's accessible by public transportation. Boston is one of the most exciting cities in the country and has been recently nominated as one of the best cities in the US for college students. We have 3 campuses, Wesley, Framingham, and Ashland. We provide free shuttles from those 3 campuses. Our Mass Bay community is such a diverse, and everyone is welcome here. At Mass Bay, you will study among many students from different backgrounds and from all over the world, and students from different academic and professional backgrounds. There are many reasons why you should consider to come to Mass Bay. Mass Bay provides access to high quality faculty and offers 70 degrees and certificate programs, which prepare our students for the jobs that are higher in our pathway to a bachelor's degree. All of these while maintaining a tuition lower cost. As an international student, you will pay less than $12,000 a year. And yes, the flexibility, it depends on your lifestyle. You can work on your schedule in the morning, in the afternoon, or online, or even hybrid. We offer classes in the summer, in the spring, and including winter. Yes, we had talked about it earlier. Martha explained the concept about community college. And one of the issues here, like a great component, is that Math-based student can enjoy a great deal of personal attention. The average class size at Mass Bay is 18 students. Professors have the opportunity to give extra support and attention whenever it's needed. Faculty and staff, they will get to know you by your name, where they come from, what are your interests, and so on. And another important factor is the transferability. Some of you might choose to go straight into the workforce after you get your degree or certificate, and that's great. But some of you might want to get into a 4-year college and continue to earn your bachelor's degree. The best deal for this is the mass transfer program. Any Mass Bay graduate with a 2.5 or higher is guaranteed to be admitted to the University of Massachusetts or any Massachusetts State University as a third year. It's a truly great deal for those considering the UMass system and all of the Mass public universities. Mass Bay graduate also transfer to private institutions. And in terms of academic support and students that have the opportunity for professional development, is Mass Bay Academic Achievement Center. They are able to help you with tutoring for every subject. You will have the opportunity to be active in any of the 24 student clubs and organizations. Some of these students clubs focus on professional development, cultural topics, or just for fun. You know, like I'm actually the advisor for the International Club, and a lot of the students engage and they love to be giving some of the presentation and share the culture on our campus. So the whole community becomes together and learn from all of our students. Let me tell you about the representation and more opportunities for international students at Mass Bay. Our student body is over 46,000 students. How big is our international student representation on campus? Over 70 international students from all over the world, including Brazil, India, China, India, and so many other countries. One of the programs that I would like to speak to you about that the international students benefit is the Multicultural Mentor Program. Currently, we serve about 45 students from different backgrounds and majors. We match them nearly 46 recruited professionals from Mass Bay and regional small and large institutions volunteer to help our multicultural students to succeed. One-to-one mentor is provided during the academic year. These professionals help our students in their homework, assign, review their resume, and in their internship application. They also help in their day-to-day life adjustment and help them in their social struggles, just to assure their retention and success. Another aspect that I would like to highlight that students who have taken the International Baccalaureate exam, they might be eligible to receive college credit based on their exam score. And after they complete their degree or certificate, they will be able to apply for the optional training so that they can have the experience in their field that they have completed at Mass Bay. Now that you have learned about the opportunities at Mass Bay, these are some of the programs that we offer. And there is a component of 7 academies. Academy in the automobile, business, legal studies, and STEM. Of course, this is one of our biggest high demands. So we offer more than 70 associate degree and certificate programs with 7 broad areas. It's a student called academies. By choosing academy major with academy, you will enjoy orientation activities, academic advising, and students tailoring specifically for you and your cohort of your students with similar academic interests. And I would like to share this slide. So for you to have an idea where our students transfer. As we say, our students start here and go anywhere. They go to the four-year college. And yes, recently we have a student transfer to Harvard University. So we have seen that these students have been able to complete their degree or certificate, and they are able to transfer to one of the Massachusetts state school or the private institutions. You know, like myself, like Martha was sharing, and I'm also went to a community college, and I was able to go to a Northeastern University, and all those credits were transferred successfully. So this is something that a lot of the international students, they focus that I would like to go and finish in one of these schools. So we help them to transfer successfully. And the last but not least, we are very happy because Framingham State University collaborates with Framingham State in terms of housing and program as well. But right now, Framingham State University offers full-time to Mass-based students to live on their campuses, which is located a few miles from our campuses. So Mass Bay students had the experience of living in their dorm and have been able to use their facilities, and they can live in the same dorm as a cohort, having the opportunities to interact and meet new friends, and also having the opportunity to be on the other clubs. So thank you for listening to us, and here is our information. I'll be delighted to connect with you just to learn more about the steps and how you can start your journey at Mass Bay. And now we can open it to general questions with Martha from Education USA and my colleagues. Thank you.
Let's see. I don't see the questions.
The first one, this is Lina, and that would be, which one of the schools offers design?
Depends on what kind of design you're looking at. If the student is looking for transferring to a university, or if the student is looking for a professional technical or certificate in design. At Edmonds, we offer programs to prepare students to transfer to a university to get their degree, bachelor's degree in design, depending again on the type of design from the university.
Yes, hello. Yeah, also I would like to add a comment, just like as my colleague from Edmonds College. We are also a community college, so pretty much the system of the community college, we focus on the first and second years, and then we work together with the counselors from individually. It really depends on the student goals, what kind of institutions they would like to transfer, what kind of programs, and then we can easily progress from there.
Okay, I will be giving you the second question. Is there a minimum age to enroll?
Years old to enroll in our college, again, with or without a high school diploma.
You ladies want to answer as well?
Yes, regarding the College of Contra Costa, yes, if the student is just under 18 years old, all they need to do, they have just, as long as they show proof of graduation of high school, then it's okay.
Yes, as for Mass Bay, we also accept the students that are coming in high school and they are able to take some of the classes. So under 18, yes, if we can have some proof of signature from their parents, they are welcome to come to Mass Bay.
And the next one is, can I win the scholarship when I transfer to universities? And how?
The scholarship universities are offered from the universities. So actually many of our students qualified and do get scholarships to universities, and range anywhere from 3,000 up to 100%, depending on the university. Every university has their own requirements to be eligible for scholarship.
Okay, for College of Contra Costa, it's important to mention that every student, after the first the first semester, like they need to register with us at one of each of the 3 colleges, and then the next semester we actually have some scholarships for international students that, if they meet the certain criteria, they are able to get these scholarships. And I don't know if I really understood it specifically, because I'm not sure if if the student's question is starting from the freshman year or not. But in terms of when they transfer to the 4-year institution, the answer is actually yes, because even when I transfer from my community college to the 4-year institution, especially when you look at some private institutions, they tend to be very expensive, but really big in scholarship. So I would say always take a look, work together with the advisor, and there are opportunities. Yes.
As for Mass Bay, we also offer a scholarship for our current students. Once you enroll at Mass Bay and you are able to take a couple of 2 semesters, actually, you are able to apply for these type of scholarships, and you have to meet certain criteria in terms of GPA and your involvement at the college. But we have seen some students that receive a scholarship from the 4-year institution and the state school once they complete the associate of the certificate program at Mass Bay.
Okay, here we have the next question. It says, hello, I'm from Nicaragua and I'm really interested in law school. Do these colleges offer it?
As for Mass Bay, we don't have law school. We have a paralegal program of studies. The faculty that coordinates and runs, they have a partnership with Northeastern University that they have a couple of classes from the law school that engage our students that are interested in that particular program, which they benefit in a great level.
Yes.
Same thing. We do the general education requirements. We also have paralegal, and then students transfer to a law school. I think at one point to make with students who are from another country wanting to study law in the United States, you should double check with your own country to see what additional subjects or tests you may have to take when you return to your home country in order to practice law there, because it's very different.
Yes, thank you. I was going to make the same comment, but my colleague just mentioned that, is that normally when we're international students, it's very important to take a look at certain careers, and such as law and also medical school or dental school, because in the United States, we call like a pre-law or a pre-medicine before they came over. So that would kind of be similar to a master's degree. So normally a student would get a bachelor's and then they would apply to the law school. So it really depends on what kind of program.
All right. Here we have another question. It says, what about if I have been studying English for a year, but I got an IB diploma last year? It will be possible to transfer my IB subjects as credits?
Absolutely. For our institution, yes.
Same as Mass Bay, we accept the IB.
Same as Edmonds, either standard level or higher level.
So this is the last question we have. So now I'm going to pass the microphone to our host, Lina. Oh.
Presentations. This is Katerina. I think we're done with our webinar for today. Thank you all for being with us. Thank you for your time and attention. We hope this webinar was useful and interesting for all of you. If you want to hear more from our presenters, don't hesitate to get in touch with them. You have their contacts in the chat. Thank you for being with us. Stay safe, stay happy, and see you soon. And we're going to close this webinar with the Education USA video once again. Thank you. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Thank you.